Good evening, y'all. Welcome back to the kitchen. I came out of the sewing room long enough to make some dill pickles. I've been wanting pickles, and I was at Costco, and they had those little mini cucumbers in this size, and then I ran over to Sam's, and they had the little bittier ones. So I'm going to make as many quarts as that'll make of dill pickles, and I'm going to use the brine solution that my daddy and my Aunt Audrey used all my life. And that's 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar into 12 cups of solution. That's 8 cups of water, 4 cups of vinegar. Use a half of a cup of salt. And then just to taste, you put your dill and your garlic and your pepper in there. So I'll kind of measure and tell y'all kind of what I'm putting in my jars. But we're going to make some good dill pickles, and then in a couple of weeks we'll open a jar and I'll let y'all see how good they are. I promise I'll come back and show you that they're yummy. So any time of the year you can make dill pickles. You don't have to have a garden. Just go to the store and get some of these neat little cucumbers. Here's what the bags look like. Let me come over there where you can see. This one is the one that was the, well, you might not can even read it, the little bitty ones. And then this one right here from Village Farms, this was just the mini cucumbers. And I think Walmart has these also. But I had never seen those little bitty ones that's the size of the dill pickles that you buy in the store. So I'm just tickled to death to get these little bitty fellers. Okay, I'm going to bring y'all over here where you can get up close and see what I'm doing. And we'll get
got my jar out of the oven over there, and that booger is hot. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop me some garlic in, and apparently I like a lot of garlic. I really do. And this is a ½ teaspoon measurement. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of dill weed and a ½ teaspoon of dill seed, and I think that'll be sufficient. And I'm going to put a 1/4 of a teaspoon of pickle crisp. Then I'm going to pack my pickles in. Can y'all see? Just going to drop these little fellers down in there. And then I'm going to do like all the bigger ones in this one, and I'll try to do them according to size. Well, dill pickles has always been one of my very favorite things to have. I poked a little one down in there to take up space, keep them. Okay, I got that one done. Let me get my ladle here. And y'all probably can't see me get over to the stove, but I'm gonna, what can I do to carry this? Okay, I'm gonna put my vinegar and water in it. Okay, now I'm not necessarily wiping with vinegar because that's vinegar in there. But I'm going to get me a lid and a ring. Get it on my jar here. And I'll get this in the steamer. And I'll hurry up and get some more done. Here goes. I didn't put any peppers in that one. I got to get that one back over here. Gotta have those peppers in it, folks. Yes, ma'am, I want peppers in mine. I wish they were on the bottom, but they're in the brine, so they'll get the flavor. And I got something on the lid when I took it off. Dill. I think I'll get another one. Put that one back down in the hot water. because I do want them to seal good. And when I was growing up, Daddy would sometimes slice his long ways. And if you get too big of a cucumber and you do that, trying to make spears out of it, what it's going to do is it's going to be mushy and the seeds are going to go everywhere. I really don't know how much of this to do, so these may be pretty hot. I can stand the heat. I don't know about everybody else. Okay, weed, half a teaspoon. No, I was going to put a teaspoon of weed and a half a teaspoon of the seed and about a fourth of a teaspoon of pickle crisp. Now, these jars are not quite as hot as I thought they were. Let's pack some more in. I like to ferment dill pickles, but I just kind of got a want to for some of these like Daddy used to make and ain't ordery. Y'all, I grew up with some good cooks. Daddy didn't cook a whole lot, but Daddy would make pickles because Mama wasn't into dill pickles. So Daddy would make his own dill pickles. Okay, I got those packed in there pretty good. And I'll just do this number. I'll bring this over here. I need to get my funnel down there. There's not much debubbling that I can do, I don't think, because they're packed like they are. I'll put a little bit more garlic in there. Okay, let me get me a lid. You could do these pickles and simply do them like this, put them in the refrigerator, and they would make pickles. But I like to have them in the pantry just for whenever. So I'm going to do them this way. Okay, let's put us some garlic. Let's put us some peppers. Put us some dill weed and dill seed and a little bit of pickle crisp. And then we'll pack pickles. And I'll do this one and then I'll finish them and bring y'all back when I get done. How's that? That one's a little fat around. I might have to cut him up a little bit. This is good to have this good little size to use. Makes it easy, easy, easy. There's a little pumpkin. It might go in there. Cute little old things. Anything little's cute, ain't it? Cute little cucumbers. Well, that one is a little not going in. Ha! Hot. I got that one in enough. Let me get my funnel. I think I'm going to have to make some more of my brine. I only did the 12 cups. So I'll probably have to make at least half of that again. The brine that I used for the pickled okra would work for the pickles, but I just thought I would use what Daddy and Aunt Audrey used to use and just see how they turned out. I'll have little family lined up to want some of these. If y'all haven't watched my apron video yet, you need to go watch it. You might want to order you an apron. I went today, picked up a bunch of Christmas fabric, so we'll be having Christmas aprons here for too long. Okay, dill weed and seed. Just depends on how dilly you want it to be. I like mine pretty dilly and warm. Ooh, those peppers are warm even though they're freeze-dried. Okay, let's put these in. And we'll do a little bit of these. I think some of them I might can stack. I might not have to make any more stuff. We may be about to the end of it. I'm just rattling on here. If y'all don't want to hear me rattle, well, you don't have to stay and listen to me rattle. But I got a little feller that watches me that likes to hear me rattle, so I'm just going to rattle a little bit right now for Matthew. Is that alright? Well, I have to have that where they'll all be under the brine, so let's see what we got here. We've got really wonderful cool weather today. But every time we get a cool spell, it brings something in the wind that drives my allergies crazy. I don't like allergies. I wish they'd go back where they came from and forget the way back. Okay, let's see what we got. I don't think that little thing gonna stay down under there. I really don't. And that one either. See if I can put a little bit more. I'm going to try it and see if it works. They're just for me, so if something don't work perfectly, I guess it'll be alright. I prepared 6 quarts, but I don't think I'm going to need but 5. Come here. I'm always scared I'm going to touch the top of that stove when I'm reaching my hands in there to get those jars out. I don't like to hurt me. Okay, let me put my dill weed. My mom likes sweet pickles, so when I make bread and butter pickles, that's her recipe that I use. It's funny, I like the stuff Daddy made more than I like the stuff like Mama liked. Daddy liked ribbon cane syrup, and I liked ribbon cane syrup. Mama would make sugar syrup, because I guess she couldn't afford to buy it, I don't know. But I remember her making it. Well, let's see what we're going to do. It's hot in there. Ouch! And I need to get one of them out to put this other big one in. Good grief. I'm going to be real good so I can go to heaven. I don't like being burned. Well, this is going to have a little extra garlic in it too, and then I'll save that for whatever else I do later. Let's see if we got enough brine. I hope so. I think we are. I'm in luck today. I inherited from my daddy, they called it familial tremors, and my left hand is just shaped like a little old lady, and ain't nothing I can do about it. And I don't like it, and I know y'all see it, so if you see my hand shaking, not because I'm scared, it's because I've inherited it from my daddy. He could have kept that. I didn't want it. Okay, I'm going to get these into my steamer. Turn the fire back up so it'll come back up to a little bit warmer over there. Some of my water's boiled out. I'm going to add a little bit. Make sure I got enough for my steam to be what it's supposed to be. Alright, let me show y'all what's going on over at the stove.
I've got my pickles on my steamer, and I'm going to get my lid on it and let the steam get back up to the temperature it's supposed to be.
Got a little thing up here. When it gets in the green, it's ready for me to start timing it. And I'm fixing to look and see. It's either 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'll tell y'all how much it was. This is kind of an impromptu pickle making, but I was afraid my little cucumbers would ruin if I didn't hurry up and use them. So I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to go sew some more. I'm enjoying making those aprons. That's fun. Okay, my timer went off. My pickles were in the steam canner for 15 minutes. And now they've sat here for 5. So I'm going to get them over there on my little towel on the counter. And they're sealing. Did you hear that popping? And I'll show y'all again in a minute. Okay, I'm going to get them out and get them over there on the counter and let them completely seal. They're already that good dark color. But the little fellers floated to the top, and y'all saw how hard I scrunched them down in there. Some of them have floated up some, but that's not going to affect the flavor. It's just they're not as pretty when they do that. And I really like to have fresh dill, but I didn't have any fresh dill, so I'm happy with using the dill weed and the dill seed. Get them all over there. They're so pretty. Get my little steam canner cleaned up and get back in there and sew a little bit. Thank y'all for coming and visiting with me in the kitchen. And if you've never made dill pickles, that's a good place to start canning because it's not hard. Most of the time they turn out good. So go get you some of those little cucumbers, Walmart, Sam's, or Costco. And remember what I did, because I didn't write a recipe down. It's 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar, and to 12 cups of solution, which is 8 cups of water, 4 cups of white vinegar. You use a ½ cup of canning salt. And to your taste, you put dill, garlic, and peppers in there. You heat that vinegar to boiling and pour it over your cucumbers in your sterile jars and seal it up. And water bath it for 15 minutes or steam can it for 15 minutes, and then they'll keep a long time. See, it's not hard, just takes a little bit of time. The good Lord bless and keep y'all, and I will see you again in a few days. Hey guys, one more thing. This is coming out on Tuesday, November the 3rd, and that's Election Day. Please go vote, and please pray before you vote. And please look at what each candidate stands for. You know, lives are very important. Freedom is very important. Be sure that you're careful how you vote. But as a U.S. citizen, it's your privilege to vote. It's your privilege to vote for whomever you please. Just vote. And if you don't vote, you haven't got any right. Of course, it don't do any good anyhow. But you don't have any right to gripe because you didn't do your part. Let's make America great again. Let's get out and vote and do what our forefathers did and make things work.